Well, it looks like the gloves are finally off, and Jasmine is out here accusing Gino of lies and threatening to expose him. So Gino has been saying a lot in different comment sections on Instagram talking about Jasmine, and Jasmine finally clapped back. So she responded to a comment that Gino left on the reality TV mess where he said, Jasmine had no interest meeting my sisters or hanging out with my immediate family. She was invited to our very first Christmas Eve party with my immediate family in 2023 that included both my sisters, my brother, and my nephews and nieces. She totally ghosted my family that night, and I was very embarrassed, and my family was disappointed. Jasmine's excuse was she had to do cameos on Christmas Eve night, and she couldn't even spend an hour with my immediate family. She was invited several days before this event, and she had plenty of time to do cameos so that she could attend this important event, but Jasmine had no interest meeting my sisters or spending time with my immediate family. The only people she wanted to spend time with were my cousins, or only because she became best friends with my cousin's wife, Michelle, and also had a bond with Dana since they lived only 10 minutes from me. And Jasmine clapped back and she said, you didn't even spend Christmas with your sisters. You've told me multiple times how you don't want them in your life because all they want is money. Then she said the night of the 24th, we were invited by Lori, Tony's wife, your brother, to have dinner, and she, Tony, and two friends, not Rita or Lisa, your sisters, I stayed at our home doing cameos, and I explained to them why. You went and joined them for barely 2 hours and brought me home a lentil soup. Next day, I spent the whole day at Dana and Michelle's house. You stayed home masturbating and watching American football. But still, I mean, I feel like an hour wouldn't have been too bad to just go visit, pop in, say hi, sit down, talk to everybody, and then dip out. I mean, an hour? I know she gets a lot of cameos, and we're going to find out how many cameos she ended up doing that night. Jasmine shared some conversation she had with Lori, which was Gino's brother's wife. And she's saying, darling, I'm so sorry for not being able to join you today. I've been working till almost 3 a.m. People want their cameos for today, and I've been working so hard because there's so many. I hope you understand. I have so many cameos. And she's like, I'm really sad you're not here, but I understand. And Jasmine said, it makes me sad, but this is a once-a-year opportunity, and I really need the money. Then Lori said, Ken made you a vegan dinner and I got you a vegan carrot cake. Oh, so they were even going out of their ways to make sure they could accommodate Jasmine. Then she said Gino was not happy about it, but hopefully he'll understand too. Please give them my most sincere apologies. And she said, we also have Michelle's cup. She left it. Okay. And then she said, I made over 100 cameos yesterday and like 60 today. Jasmine charges $55 a cameo, and after Cameo takes their percentage, she's left with $40. So off those 160 cameos, she pocketed $6,400, and that's just in 2 days alone. And then Lori said, if you change your mind, just let me know. We'll have Gino come get you. And she's like, I'll hurry up. And then the sister was like, we're going to play left, right, center. You can win some money. Maybe you can win enough to miss a couple cameos. So you could really see that Lori was desperately trying to get Jasmine to come kick it with them. And Jasmine was like, okay, I got 3 more cameos. But then we don't see any more messages after that. Then Jasmine said, you knew my only source of income to send back home for my children was cameos. You were getting paid twice as much for my part of the job, and you perfectly know you were not sharing a dime with me, because Jasmine, if you love me, let me handle all of it, right? Or what about the I'm not applying for your green card or your children's visa if you don't do as I say? I don't know how much I believe that, because Jasmine does not seem like the type of girl that would let someone else be in full control of her finances. Yes, Gino had to get paid for her part of the show while she was living in Brazil. Say the truth or why you quit your job. Not for helping me, but because having me in America was your winning lottery ticket. A free immigrant to make you money. Not to help me a bit, but to help yourself. By the way, the money Gino claimed he sent to Panama as his money for the wedding dress that she turned around and spent on that BBL for rent to help me for losing my job was not his money, but my own money made from Cameos. I need an American bank account while being in Panama to get the Cameo money. Gino offered to let me use his. So why has it been then said it was his? Because I didn't know it was my own money until I asked for it once in America. Why didn't Gino say it was your own money? Because he told me he got so much hate from our first season on TV, he wanted to make him look better. And my stupid in love ass was like, okay baby, it doesn't matter. I don't know. So to me it sounds like she thought she had her little sugar daddy and he was sending her all this money for that luxury apartment, for all these nice things and the wedding dress that she spent on the BBL while she was in Panama. And then she realized that really she didn't have a sugar daddy. He was sending her her own money. The moment you realize your sugar daddy is just a splendid daddy. And then she said, I've always felt like I'm less of a person ever since I came to America. I've been conditioned to believe that if I say how things really are, I'm doing wrong and I've been ungrateful. But I want to rewire my brain and believe that it's okay to advocate for myself, and that immigrant or not, as a human being, I deserve to be heard and validated. So finally, Gino had enough and he came into the comments of a blog sharing receipts on the whole situation. And he pretty much is accusing Jasmine of being a liar. He said, I look forward to setting the record straight once my NDA expires about Jasmine claiming she did not receive pay for the shows she's done with receipts, details, and explanation. Also, she claims I didn't send any of my own money in regards to money I sent to her in Panama to help pay her bills, but she didn't start making money in Cameos until January of 2022. Was a small amount of Cameo money she made when she started doing Cameos and providing to me. I had to send large amounts of my own money in 2022, most every month due to her low Cameo income, several months in 2022. I also supported in 2023 for a few months at least. We'll provide receipts and details. Keep in mind our first show didn't start airing until December of 2021 and finished around April of 2022 in regards to any kind of Cameo income she made. I was transferring money to her by April of 2020. She arrived in Michigan in March of 2023. I'm very curious to see, because it's hard to believe what Jasmine said, especially after seeing her lie so much on The Last Resort. But I am wondering if Gino was sending her money to make it look like he had more money than he really did to get her over here. And then once she got over here, she realized that he wasn't balling like she thought he was. Then Gino shared a few different gifs and memes shared by different bloggers. He shared a screen grab where Jasmine was talking about, oh, I'm about to have sex with another man who's not my husband. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And Gino said, well, obviously you did. And you guys, did you guys see Gino's face during the tell-all teaser when Jasmine walked in pregnant as hell? Man, his face was so freaking golden. I made so many different memes this morning and had way too much fun with all these. So check them out, but let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Who do you believe? Do you believe Gino? Do you believe Jasmine? Do you believe neither? Are you somewhat in the middle? Let me know in the comments below. I cannot wait until the 90-day The Last Resort tell-all. I'm curious how many parts we're gonna have for this tell-all. Like, I bet there's probably gonna be at least 5, because I just feel like there's so much to cover. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.